Assalamualaikum, we be to our respected lecturer, Dr. Muhammad bin Majid. We from Group 1 are going to present about company review and strategy plan for Westports Holdings. Before that, I would like to introduce my team members. Consists of me and myself, NADHIRAH SYAFIAH, FATIN NATASHA, NURUL ASYIQIN, NURUL NATASHA, and NORLIYANA. Without further ado, let's begin the presentation.
Hi, my name is FATIN NATASHA binti JAPRE and I will share a little background about the company we have chosen, which is Westports Malaysia. Westports Malaysia is a leading port in the world supported by superior productivity and water depth of 18.5 meter. This makes them a preferred hub port for major shipping line in this region. Westports Holding operates through a few segments which are business in port development and management of port operation, which include both container and conventional cargo. It also provides a wide range of port services, which include marine services, rental services, and other ancillary services. Westports has 28 years in the industry. Hence, it has a strong financial achievement and great brand positioning globally. Besides, it's also a representative of transport and logistics sector in Malaysia. Behind all the successful stories, there are strong stakeholders, employees, and human capital in strategizing their operation. This is a SWOT analysis that we have done, which consists of the strength of the company, weakness, opportunities, and threats that will be used in stages 1, 2, and 3. Next, in terms of financial position of Westports Malaysia, after we did all the financial ratio calculation, namely profitability ratio, liquidity ratio, leverage ratio, and activity ratio for 2019 to 2021, we conclude that Westports is a good company in handling its financial profile from time to time because it shows improvement from year to year. However, there is a little fluctuation that occurs due to the COVID-19 pandemic that hit our country, which affected Westports, but the changes took place were very small. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to ASYIQIN for the next topic.
Now, we start by stage 1, which is strategy formulation. Strategy formulation refers to the process of choosing the most appropriate course of action for the realization of the organizational goals and objectives, and thereby achieving the organizational vision. In this stage, we have internal evaluation metrics, external evaluation metrics, and competitive profile metrics. For IFE metrics, we listed all the key internal factors that we get from the SWOT analysis, which is the Westports strength and weaknesses.
For the weight, the highest is 0.06 and the lowest is 0.04. However, for the rating, we only put the height rate, which is 3 and 4 for strength and 1 and 2 for weaknesses.
Meanwhile, for the EFE metrics, we listed all the key external factors from the SWOT analysis, which is Westports opportunities and threats.
The weight indicates the relative importance of the factor to being successful in the firm's industry. The total weight of IFE and EFE is 1 and the total weight score is 2.77. It is above 2.50, which is the average for the weight score.
Now, we move on to the competitive profile metrics. We have studied that Westports competitors are Pelabuhan Tanjung Pelepas in Johor and Northport in Port Klang. The companies compete for the same products and services. Under the competitive profile metrics, there are 4 elements that we are taking, which are brand reputation, innovation, the volume of growth, and market share.
The weight for brand reputation is 0.20. Next, for innovation is 0.35. Next is volume of growth with 0.20 weight, and lastly, market share with 0.35. Based on the critical success factors, the total score of Westports is 3.65. Meanwhile, for Pelabuhan Tanjung Pelepas in Johor is 3.52. And lastly, Northport in Port Klang is 3.50. All in all, Westports has the highest total for competitive profile metrics and is the most powerful in the market relative to the other competitors. The greater the score differences between the 3 companies, the greater the competitive advantage.
There are many achievements that have been achieved by Westports to be well known for their services. This shows that Westports Holdings have successfully added another strength for their company. The first one is Westports sets a new record by handling 23,183 TEUs on one vessel in 2020. Besides, Port Klang has been awarded as APSN Green Port 2020. And last but not least, they have received the awards, which is Masterclass in International Logistics Hub and ASEAN Asset Class Award 2020. However, in order to get well-known and successful, there are several problems that occur, which are delay in container shipment, supply chain disruption, and also weak prospects. From the IFE matrix, it is concluded that Westport is not in a good position internally from its score of 2.31. On the other hand, the EFE matrix, which resulted in a 2.77 score, which is better than average, indicates that Westport has a strong ability to defend itself against threats and strategies that are well designed to meet the opportunities. Last but not least, after developing the CPM, it is concluded that Westport stood strong against its competitors with a score of 3.65.
Now we will move on to stage 2. After we have done in formulating the strategies by identifying the company's financial profile, problem, and SWOT analysis, it's time to implement all the strategies by using some constructed matrices. These matrices will help the organization implementing each of the strategies and planning in the future. The first one is SWOT matrix. The strategies for SOR offers and sustains lower price of shipment payment, increase market share for transport and logistics. Third, develop good work culture and environment. Meanwhile, the strategies for WOR seek new commercial R&D engines in operation, develop the compatible training for human capital, and improve their infrastructure to adapt a safer environment for the employees against fire risk. For ST strategies, Westports can add container storage and refill capacity, improve fuel consumption through developing fuel-efficient engines, and increase the number of terminals as they have expertise in handling container. Lastly, for WT strategies, increase the efficiency of sending and reduce the turnaround time, upgrading management in clearer delivery time scheduling, and give shareholders more benefits and incentives to attract them to invest in Westports. Next matrix is internal and external matrix, or known as IE matrix. Based on the IE matrix shown, the position is on quadrant 2. Hence, Westports Holding should apply strategies based on grow and build position. Moving on to next matrix, which is base matrix. After identifying all the respective variables and calculation based on the formula, the suitable strategy for Westports Holding to pursue is aggressive strategy. For aggressive strategy, the organization must apply either backward, forward horizontal integration, market penetration, market development, product development, or diversification. The last matrix is Grand Strategy Matrix. Based on the Grand Strategy Matrix shown in the picture, Westports Holding is located in quadrant 1. It means they are in a strong competitive position, flourishing with rapid market growth.
Moving on to stage 3, strategy evaluation, we have developed QSPM for Westports. But before that, let's get to know what exactly is QSPM. QSPM, which stands for Quantitative Strategic Planning Matrix, is a strategic management approach for top-level management. To put it simply, a QSPM is mainly used in evaluating different strategic options and determining the most attractive of the strategies at hand. During the previous stages, we have developed a few other matrices that helped us with identifying what strategies would be helpful for Westports to grow their company. As you have seen prior to this stage, we have developed SWOT matrix, IE matrix, space matrix, as well as grand strategy matrix. We have gathered all the outputs that we have gained from these matrices, and after aligning all the strategies that we have gained from these matrices, for QSPM, we have narrowed down to a number of 2 different strategies that Westports should really pay attention to. And the strategies are, firstly, to offer and sustain lower price of shipment payment. This strategy was derived from the SO strategy of the SWOT matrix, and the second strategy is to seek new commercial R&D engines in operation to increase speed of the shipment process. This strategy was derived from the WO strategy of the SWOT matrix. After developing the QSPM and comparing between the 2 strategies, the second strategy, which is to seek new commercial R&D engines in operation to increase speed of the shipment process, made it as the best strategy with a score of 4.39 compared to the other strategy which received a score of 4.25. Therefore, looking back at all the other matrices previously, in most of the matrices, we were able to get product development as one of the strategy to pursue. And with this result in our QSPM, it is proven that this strategy is aligned with product development because this means Westports will be developing their current existing operation and procedure and do R&D for future improvements to increase the speed of the shipment process. because apparently delay in shipping has been one of the challenges faced by them. Thus, if they pursue this strategy, this will help them a lot in ensuring a smoother process of shipping, which will also help with other problems that they are having.
Next is Chapter 4, Strategy Implementation. The first stage is market penetration. The suggestion of market penetration for Westport Holding is by offering and sustaining a lower price of shipment payment. Westport Holding can provide a lower price of their service, which can help secure more clients. The main objective of this market penetration is to cause a distortion in the market by attracting clients away with a significantly lower price. With the existing of close competitors, it is hard to Westport to maintain the loyalty of its client. The advantage is new client secure. Westport Holding can receive new client by offering a lower price of shipment payment. Foreign company will consider their shipment costs and inventory turnover. Penetration pricing enable Westport to get its service accepted by client. This opportunity can make more change to Westport in strategizing their operation to be among the top port service globally. This pricing strategy will generate a high sale quality that enable Westport to achieve economies of scale and lowers its margin costs. The disadvantage is pricing expectation. When Westport utilizes a lower price of shipment payment, clients often expect to have a permanently lower price. If price rise gradually, client will discontinue using their service. Hence, client will switch to another competitors with better offer and service. This will create low of customer loyalty toward Westport and its reputation. Thus, this strategy is applicable if Westport has a strong financials and pricing strategy with long-term certainty. This market penetration strategy has to be considered to sustain and avoid long-term financial risk in the future. Next is Strategy 2, which is Product Development. The second strategy is Product Development. The suggestion for Westport Holding is Product Development, which is to seek new commercial R&D engine in operation to increase the speed of the shipment process. Westport is known for its prominent name in this industry in which it is operating. However, they will have some weaknesses in the shipment process. Westport can improve the operation section with product development, which can maintain a loyal client in the future. The advantage is client increasing. In general, by improving the shipping sector, such as changing new engine to further speed up the time it is take for goods to reach their destination, it will be able to add more client and build client loyalty. This is because most clients, when feeling satisfied with the fast delivery process, it can also maintain client loyalty and at the same time be able to add new clients. When clients start to have confidence in Westport growing shipment service and stick to their business, then it can also help Westport goals of positioning Malaysia as one of the major port in Asia and further improving their ranking. The disadvantage is extra cost of building new commercial R&D engine. When Westport reformed its transmissions operating sector by changing engine to make the transmissions process faster, Westport has to face the additional high cost of changing engine for the better. Thus, at the same time, to cover the extra cost of building new commercial R&D engine, Westport shipping price will increase more than usual. This can also cause a client to move to other company service that has a lower in price. In conclusion, Westport Holding have a great strategy implementation that has been used in their company. This can result in a good and well-performing company because they have implemented it well. Westport Holding also is a well-known marine cargo handling company that has been used by most people. The company financial condition is also in a good state, even though there are decreases in their financials because of the COVID-19 pandemic. It does not highly affect the company, and the company still managed to get a profit. And that is all from us. Thank you.